An in-depth article in The Guardian asserts that the oil company scientists at ExxonMobil were conducting research over climate change, which aligned 100% of the time with expert consensus that human beings were directly responsible for global warming. Now, this research, it came to light while Exxon was simultaneously funding a campaign to cast serious doubt on the cause of climate change and what their own scientists had found. Jose, I want to point out, ExxonMobil, they've given $31 million to organizations who block solutions to climate change, try to come up with ways to combat it. They make it their personal mission to spread this misinformation. They've been doing it since 1998. So in effect, they're funding a climate denial misinformation campaign from one side and then directly having scientists come out and say, you know what, human beings are responsible. This is what our research found. What do you make of ExxonMobil talking out of both sides of their mouth?
For me, it's very clear. They can't fake the science. You know, once they go through the scientific process, the science is there, the data is there, and we are responsible for global warming. Now, they also have the skill and the money to flood the information that benefits their agenda.
Which seems to be what they're doing.
Exactly.
I mean, they've been doing it since 1998, $31 million in a campaign that says, you know what, maybe human beings aren't responsible. I want to point out that one Harvard climate historian, her name is Naomi Ortiz, this is what she had to say. Journalists and scientists have identified more than 30 different organizations funded by the company, Exxon. They have worked to undermine the scientific message and prevent policy action to control greenhouse gas emissions. So not only are they working to deny it, but they're working to even prevent what they're doing. It's like, do they not know that we're watching it and how hypocritical it looks?
I think they don't care. They care about the bottom line. But we see that they really will go to any extent, like in the case of the Arctic. Exxon was one of the biggest companies that was pushing for Arctic exploration. They wanted to drill in the Arctic. They went and they realized that it's not sustainable. But it wasn't until they realized that it wasn't a good business decision that they decided to drop the project. It wasn't because
of climate change or their concern for the environment.
The protest, the push around the world to prevent that from going on. Not till they realized that it was not good business that they decided to drop it. So it's very clear for me that their intention is to continue disinforming people so they can push the idea that we have to rely on oil forever.
Right. Well, I want to point out that this one very powerful lobbyist group on Capitol Hill, they're called the American Legislative Exchange Council, or ALEC. They, in a sense, they lie about climate change for business. And you have all of these businesses dropping ALEC as representation or as lobbyist. And Coca-Cola, Amazon, IBM, everybody except for companies like ExxonMobil. And we're talking about a lobbying group that's pro-private prison, pro-stand your ground laws, and climate change denying. So, I mean, that's a bad bandwagon to be on, and ExxonMobil has held firm with this lobbying group. What do you make of that? They just don't care?
Not only that, they actually increase their business with them because of the other big accounts dropping from this, from their relationship. We know that people is waking up to the reality that we are the cause of global warming, that we also are part of the solution, changing the way we go about energy, and it's hurting their bottom line. And in the future, they're projecting that people will understand more and more that we don't have to rely on oil. There's renewable energy sources that we can use instead of making this company more profitable.
Well, ExxonMobil has been pretty effective in both polarizing and misinforming, lying, if you will, to the public about climate change, all while their scientists are saying, you know what, human beings are the direct cause.